Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to Coaching Think Talk. And I am Master Coach Hasmin from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Godly Living. So, this coaching conversation is for individuals who desire to live a life that is according to God's purpose and God's will for their life. And my mission is to live boldly and courageously because I want to help people figure out what is their next step in their life, and coaching for godly living is just one of what I want to help people with. And thank you for joining me today. This is my first episode for coaching think and talk, and today is our first day here in Life Coach Philippines. And thank you for joining me live today, and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. So if you are coming from the province, if you're coming from Metro Manila, where are you coming from, and whatever part of the world. So please do tag a friend right now and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what we are going to discuss, or what I will be sharing to you in this session. So you may also give a shout out to the people you want to greet, okay, in the chat box. Batiin mo na sila ngayon. Type a name there in the chat box. Shout out to a special person right now in this afternoon in the chat box. Greet them and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you are watching this also on a replay, please do comment #replay. And I am streaming via FB Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like and follow and subscribe. And for those of you who have just joined me and have seen me here in Life Coach Philippines, I am Master Coach Hasmin. I am from Life Coach Philippines. I am a life and mental health coach. I am also a master builder apprentice of Master Coach A. And we build a tribe as we help your unstoppable dream come true. I am also a pastor's wife, and I have two kids, ages 19 and 17. And in my profession, I am a registered medical technologist, and I used to work in the hospital for 10 years. But then after 10 years, I shifted into a different career, into as a marketing person in a diagnostic company. And now I am a marketing executive, and by calling and by passion, I am a life coach. And as a life coach, I do conduct personal one-on-one, professional one-on-one, and coaching, group coaching, workshops, webinars, and including master classes. So if there's anything that you need, any services that you will be needing in related to life coaching, you can message me or email me at hasminmiroy@gmail.com, or message me at 0918-944-7841, or message me in my Facebook page as Coach Hasmin. And I can see here Coach Trisha from Bicol. Coach Lynn, nandito siya, si Manager Lynn. So, thank you for joining me. So, Coach Lynn is the 10 a.m. session, and Coach Trisha is the 2 p.m. session. So, Coach Candy is also here, and Claire is also watching. Hello, Claire. And of course, si Master Coach A, thank you for this platform, our new platform, as we have a season break in life coaching access. So, Coach Glacy from Bataan, Coach Tin from Pasig, Coach Nilo. Okay, so thank you for joining me this afternoon. So, tawagin na natin yung ating mga kasama. So, bless someone today, tag them right now in the chat box, or share this to your Facebook page, Facebook timeline, and Facebook group. Ayun. So let's begin. Okay, but before we begin today, I encourage you to become a blessing to someone today. So if there's anything that you will be getting from our discussion for today, we call that you call that aha moments, you call that as nuggets of wisdom, but we call it here in Life Coach Philippines as #pack my bag moment. So anything that you will be getting this afternoon in this talk, this short talk, okay, so capture it and then share it, and don't forget to put the #packmybag moment, at ipatrending din natin yan, yung aha moments mo and yung nuggets of wisdom mo, gawin din natin siyang trending. Don't forget to put also the #coaching think talk. So two important hashtags for today to make your aha moments, your nuggets of wisdom trending: #packmybag moment and #coaching think talk. So as today is very special, and we are in a season break in live coaching access, so pero kinakabahan pa rin ako. So I feel that this is my first time, my first time here in and coaching Think Talk. So join me this afternoon because we are going to talk about every Sunday here in coaching Think Talk about coaching for God-centered living. Ayan. So hello, Miss Aleli Fajardo. Thank you for watching. And of course, so let's begin our very exciting discussion ngayong 4 p.m. Okay, so a God-centered life. So have you ever stopped to think about what is your motivation for anything that you do in life? Probably you're doing a lot of things in your life already. Okay, so ano yung motivation mo? What is your motivation in doing it? Okay, so and why do you do the things that you are doing right now? Why do you want to be financially well off? Why do you want to be kind to other people? Why do you do what you do right now? So these are important questions that we also need to ask to ourselves. So it's good that today is Sunday and let's have a moment of reflection. So why do we do what we do? Are we doing it for God or are we doing it for ourselves? The question for this afternoon is, in a God-centered life, in a God-centered living, in all that you do right now, are you living a God-centered life or a self-centered life? Okay, so that is what we are going to talk about today. So, God-centered living. For our first episode here in God's coaching for God-centered living, I would like to talk about to you two things that will guide us through to focus on living that is God-centered. So, we're not talking about here of religion. We're not talking about here of any church denomination, because I believe that your relationship with God is something really very personal. That is something between you and him alone, and it is something na cannot be taken away from you by any person, by anyone else. So here in coaching for godly living, we're not talking about here, we're not promoting here of any church, we are not promoting any religion here, but what we are strengthening here, or what I want is to empower you in your relationship with God. So what is a God-centered living? Two things that I want you to learn this afternoon, and if you learn, okay, to learn this and apply this in your life, you'll go a long way in your walk with God, in your living, in your God-centered living with God. So two things. If you want to have a God-centered living, we must have a godly fear, and we must honor God. So have the fear of the Lord, and we must also honor God. So remember these two things. So if Master Coach A has the two bullets, okay, so which is really very powerful, a good reminder for each and every one of us, the humility and obedience. Another thing that you can put into your system as well is having the fear of the Lord and honoring God. So these two things can help you to live a God-centered life. So if you look at the verse, okay, in Proverbs 9:10, it says here that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Basically, this verse teaches us that the fear of God is the foundation of true wisdom. So all other types of learning are worthless unless they are built on the knowledge of the Lord himself. So it starts with the fear of the Lord. So before, when I was pregnant for the first time, okay, so I would research a lot of things. So ano yung gatas na ipapainom ko, ano yung mga vitamins na kailangan kong bilhin para to my firstborn child, because I want my kid to really na maging matalino siya. But you know what, one day when I'm doing my devotion, God led me into this verse, and that is Proverbs 9 and 9 to verse 10. And it says here, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So if you want to have that wisdom, if you want to gain that understanding, it can never be found. Yes, makakatulong yun. Makakatulong yung mga vitamins na yan, makakatulong yung mga gatas. Yes, it can help. Those nutrients, those supplements will really help us. But if you want a sustainable, if you want a true wisdom, okay, it starts with having the fear of the Lord. So, what does wisdom mean? Wisdom is the ability to see your knowledge and experience to make good decisions and judgment. So, a lot of times, okay, or every day, we face a lot of things that needs our decision. We face a lot of things that needs our judgment. So that's why we need wisdom. And wisdom, it says here, is the ability to see your knowledge and experience to make good decisions and judgment. So if you want to have that with that kind of wisdom, okay, in making good decision and making good judgment, is we need to have the fear of the Lord. If there's anything na pwede mo nang bitawan, wag mong bitawan yung fear of the Lord. Okay? So, the fear of the Lord is continual. Okay, wisdom is continual awareness of what is right and wrong. That's why in all thy getting, sabi nga in other verse of the Bible, which I think I will be showing it to you later, in all thy getting, get understanding and get wisdom. If there is something that we should desire in this world, that is wisdom. Because wisdom is continual awareness of what is right and wrong. Every day you will be faced with a lot of information, and you don't know what is the truth, what is true and what is not. Okay, but wisdom, okay, will allow you to have an awareness of what is right and what is wrong. So let me read to you some of the comment here. Sabi ni Coach Mao is, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Yes, always remember that. And Master Coach A, without wisdom, people shall perish. Exactly. So that's why a lot of people perish, a lot of people are lost, a lot of people doesn't know what to do, where to go, because of lack of wisdom. At yun yung maganda, because wisdom, libre lang siya. It cannot be bought. You can always avail that wisdom. And how do you avail that wisdom? It is having the fear of the Lord. And when you have that fear of God, wisdom begins. Okay? So, 4 benefits of wisdom. There are 4 benefits. Tandaan po natin ito. Okay? So, number 1 is good judgment. A person who has a wisdom can better handle the challenges that may arise in their life. So yesterday, I've talked about in noontime kapihan about setbacks. That is really part of our life. That is part of our journey. Okay. So when you have that wisdom, you will be able to better handle obstacles. You will be better to handle challenges. You will be better to handle setbacks in this life. Okay. This is because good judgment comes to those who are wise. So if you want to have to be wise, get that wisdom. And how do you get that wisdom? Get that fear of the Lord, diba? So if you want to have a good judgment, what is yes, what is no, what is right, and what is wrong, wisdom will definitely help you. So it says here, okay, so it says here that good judgment comes from experience, and experience comes from bad judgment. And oftentimes there's a lot of things, bad judgment that we have done in our life because yun kasi yung paulit-ulit na ginagawa natin. But you know, that's why we need wisdom, so that we will not continue in making a lot of bad judgment or bad decision in our life. Because when we make bad judgment, when we make bad decisions in our life, there will always be consequences ahead. So it's important for us to really grow and learn from our experiences by having good judgment. So that is number 1 benefit of having wisdom. Number 2 is good character. So if you have wisdom, you'll be able to have that good character. And good character is defined as a trait or trait or quality or high moral code. So an example of character is a person who is being known to be loyal, honest, kind, trustworthy, a person with integrity. Okay, we all want that kind of person. We all want that kind of character trait in us, di ba? So if you want to have a good character, get wisdom. Good character is not formed in a week or month. It is created little by little, day by day. Protracted and patient effort is needed to develop good character. And in order for us to develop that good character, okay, we need to practice it every day. We need to make a choice, to choose every day in every situation, to choose to choose the good character rather than the bad character. And character is revealed when pressure is applied. So if you want to test a character, your character, if you want to test the character of a person, it will always be revealed during challenging time, during pressing time, during when pressure is applied. So if you want to prevent yourself from having that bad character which has a bad consequences as well, get wisdom. And it begins with having the fear of the Lord. Number three, benefit of wisdom is it brings honor. So honor means respect for someone or the feeling of pride and pleasure resulting when respect is shown to you. Sabi nila, respect is earned. Honor is being earned as well. When people honor you, when people respect you, okay? And it begins with having that wisdom. Wisdom gives a long, good life, riches, honor, pleasure, including peace. So in fact, marami pala, no, hindi lang pala four. Okay, if I use Proverbs 3:16 to 17, it's more than four benefits of wisdom. So because wisdom not only gives honor, it will also bring you a long, good life, riches, pleasure, and peace as well. So that's how important wisdom is. In fact, if you read the Bible, 'di ba, Solomon, when he was asked by God what is it that he wants, 'di ba, ang hiningi niya hindi neither riches neither fame. What Solomon asked is wisdom, because if you have wisdom, you'll have long life, you'll have riches, you'll have honor, you'll have pleasure, you'll have peace. So that's how important getting wisdom. And he who has lost honor can lose nothing more. So when you already gained that honor, nahawakan mo na yung honor na yan, when that honor is already given to you, protect it at all costs. Take care of it at all costs. Because when it is lost, okay, you can lose nothing more in life. So when you have that honor, protect it. Take care of it. That is number three. Number four is wisdom is it grows your influence. So your wisdom will increase your ability to influence other people. In fact, as life coaches, that is what we do here. Diba? We continuously create massive impact. That's why we continue to do this here in Life Coach Philippines, continuous coaching talks, continuous experience, okay, to for you to be able to experience a coaching talk or a coaching experience here in Life Coach Philippines. So your wisdom will increase your ability to influence others, because this is because who you are and what you do attracts like-minded people like you. So for those of you, okay, those who have wisdom, those who have talent, and those people who have good track record, you will also be able to attract those kind of people. So if you want your ecology to be full of people with wisdom, okay, as well, so have that wisdom, because that will grow your influence. Sabi ni Albert Einstein here, setting an example is not the main means of influencing others. It in fact it is the only means. And for you to be able to become an influential person, an influential people, okay, if you want to grow that influence, have that wisdom. Gain wisdom, gain that understanding, and you can only have that if you have the fear of the Lord. It is says here in Proverbs 4:7, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. With all thy getting, get understanding. If there's anything that we should desire in this life, it's not riches. It's not fame. We desire wisdom because that is the principal thing in life, and in all thy getting, get wisdom. In all thy getting, get understanding. And many times in life, this will protect you in making decisions in your life, in making good judgment in your life. And if you want to know more of the stories biblically, you can read the story of Solomon. Okay? Next, number two that you will need aside from wisdom, okay, in living a godly centered life is honoring God. So how do we honor God? It is here in 1 Corinthians 10:31. It says here that whatever you do it all for the glory of God. So if you want to honor God, remember this. Just remember this verse that in all that you do it all for the glory of God. Whether you eat, whether you drink, whatever it is that you do, whatever that you say, whatever that you think, whatever that you plan, think always do that do it all for the glory of God. So kung meron kang gagawing decision, kung meron kang gagawing action, ask yourself, eh, will God be pleased if I do this thing? Okay? So these two things, wisdom and fear of the Lord and honoring God, will truly save you a lot of save you from a lot of miseries in your life. So how do we honor God? In First Peter 4:10, it says here that use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace. So all of us has been given by God with talents. We have been given with skills. We have been given with abilities, a lot of things. God gave us a lot of things. And it says here, if you want to honor God, use whatever gift that you have, no matter how small it is, okay? Sa tingin mo, sometimes sa tingin mo lang naman yon na maliit lang yung gift mo, maliit lang yung alam mo, di ba? Maliit lang yung ability mo, but it is not. You know what? We are all created God for a purpose. We are all created by God to complement whatever his plan is in the earth, okay? So that's why if you want to honor God, use whatever that he has given to you. In that way, you honor God. Be a good steward. Be a good steward of your life. Be a good steward of his gift. Be a good steward of his resources that he has given to you. And that is how we honor God. And above all, okay, it says also here in First Peter 4:8, above all, love each other deeply because love covers over a multitude of sins. So if you want to honor God, love is one of the requirement for you to honor God. So no matter how unloving the people are around you, okay, God wants us to love them. God wants us to love our children. God wants us to love our our spouses. God wants us to love our friends. God wants us to love the people around us because love covers over a multitude of sins. And if this is something that you find it hard, you know, the grace of God, you can always ask God for the grace to love the people, even the unloving people. And that is how we honor God as well. How else do we honor God? The blessing of suffering. Yesterday, I've talked about setbacks, I've talked about challenges and obstacles that is part of life. And in that I told yesterday that sometimes those are a blessings in disguise, and even suffering can really be a blessing from God. So it says here in First Peter 4:12-16, it says here that, beloved, do not be surprised at the fiery ordeal among you, which comes upon you for your testing. Okay? So it comes for us, para sa atin. So sometimes when we experience trials, when we experience fiery or ordeal, it comes upon you for testing, as though some strange thing were happening to you. But to the degree that you share the suffering of Christ. So keep on rejoicing so that also at the revelation of his glory you may rejoice with exaltation. So there will be really moments of testing in our life. There will really be moments of testing of our faith. Itetest talaga siya. Sometimes you will really go through that fire. But one thing that God just want is for you to mature you, okay, to bring out that best in you, to test that faith. How long are you going to keep that faith? And remember, there's a promise, okay? There's a promise that one day God will reveal, okay, the purpose of that pain. God will reveal the purpose of of that suffering, and that will be a blessing. So when we go through pains, when we go through challenges in life, when we go through suffering in life, let us rejoice. In that way, we honor God. Yun, sabi ni Master Coach A here. So you can rejoice in the midst of suffering. Exactly. And that is a choice. Okay? Every day, you can have that choice. Should I rejoice? Or just should I just be, or will I not rejoice? So that willpower is given to you by God. But according to His word, He said that rejoice even in suffering. Okay, so these are the two important ways in order for you to cultivate your God centered living. So don't forget the fear of the Lord and honoring God. So my question to you for this afternoon is, how is your life today? Again, as I mentioned earlier, that we're not talking about here of religion. We're not talking about here of church. We're not talking about here of what you do in your life, what you do in the church, what is your title, what you do in your work, whatever it is that you have achieved. So, ang goal natin is to really empower, to strengthen that relationship that you have with God. So my question is, how is your life today? It says here in James 4:14, your life is like the morning fog. It's here a little while, then it's gone. So life is short. Life is just short. It's just like a mist. It's just like a morning fog. Okay? So how is your life today? And in Psalm 90 verse 12, it says here, teach us to number our days that we may get a heart of wisdom. One day, we will all be facing God. And my ultimate scenario in life, I always tell this, that my ultimate scenario in life is one day, God will tell me that, well done, good and faithful servant. So, it's not about what you have achieved, it's not about what you have accomplished in life, but it's all about fulfilling your purpose. Fulfilling what is it that God asked you to do here on earth. So, life is short. It's sabi nga dito, 'di ba? It's like a mist. It's like a morning fog. So, and every day our days are numbered. We don't know when are we going home. We don't know when are we going to face the Father. So don't miss that moment. Don't miss that calling. Don't miss that purpose in your life. Okay? So, let me just read some comment before we end. So, Coach Marife, sabi ni Coach Marife, yes, rejoice because for God's people everything else will pass but the love of God will remain. And Master Coach A, my life is a testimony of God's faithfulness. Yes, very true, Master Coach A. And from Jeff, embracing my purpose. Exactly. You know, maiksi lang yung panahon eh, di ba? Maiksi lang yung panahon natin here on earth. And let's make it count. Let's number our days by embracing our purpose. Ayan, sabi ni Coach Rizel, our purposeful coach, living my purpose. Let's live our purpose each day. So, let's not waste our time with anything that is not aligned with our calling. Let's not waste our time with the things that is not serving our purpose. One day we will be in front of God. And it's a beautiful thing to hear from God and tell you that, well done, good and faithful servant. So if you have been thinking, okay, why am I doing what am I doing right now? So this is actually a very critical question that we should always ask ourselves. Am I doing this for myself, or am I doing this for God? So let's ask ourselves, let's live a life that is centered on God. So if you need help, let's have a breakthrough conversation. If you are seeking on how to have a meaningful life, on how to have that purposeful life that is in alignment with God, that is in alignment with your calling, okay? Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. You can message me at Coach Hasmin Facebook page, or email me at hasminroy@gmail.com, or message me at 0918-944-7841. And also, I would like to invite you in my coaching community. So if you are someone also that you're doing a lot of things already, you are so confused and you don't know where to go and what exactly do you need to do and what do you really want to do in your life. So, and but you have that passion. You have that passion to live your God given potential and to live a life that is in alignment with your calling and alignment with your purpose, but you just don't know how to start. Join Life's Labyrinth coaching community. So in this coaching community, I will be providing you with tools, resources, techniques on how to help you get out or get unstuck in the cycle of being lost in doing so many things in your life. But you know in your heart that there is more, that is something that you can do, greater things that you can do. So I'm inviting you. So let's join together, let's journey together here in Life's Labyrinth coaching community. So it's time to rebuild the broken pieces of your life through Life's Labyrinth. And as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing here as an organization of professional certified life coach. So do join us here in Coaching Think Talk. So every day from Sunday to Saturday, we have a coaching talks from our life coaches here in Life Coach Philippines. So from 10, tune in during 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. So for tomorrow, Monday, we have 10 a.m. coaching for partner lift ko with coaching couple coach Sean and Coach Teen. And 2 p.m. is coaching for healthy mind space by Coach Maan, and 4 p.m. coaching for relation lift by Coach Teen. So every day from Sunday to Saturday, stay tuned from 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. Three time slot that you will remember. You should remember here in Coaching Think Talk, only here in Life Coach Philippines. And also, we would like to invite you to actively co-create Life Coach certification program. It started today, but if you want to be part of this revolution, of this movement of becoming a game changer, and we want to become as a life coach and create massive impact and influence, so join, actively co-create life coach certification program. It's a 21-day online learning journey with 3 days live coaching bootcamp and 3 days live business bootcamp. So if you are interested, and for more information, you can message Coach Rizel at 0917-586-1661. So that's why you need to like Life Coach Philippines, so you can see more information about this one. So thank you for joining me this afternoon. And as I end this conversation, okay, again, thank you, okay, for joining me. So once again, this is Master Coach Hasmin from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. So this is us in the Philippines. Bye-bye. Love, bam, boom.